Hello, Libra and Libra Rising. Really great to see everybody again. I hope that this month is getting off to a great start. I also hope that this video gives you the guidance that you need. So thank you for coming here. Your channeled information this month, we always start with a little bit of channeled information, then we get into the cards, is all about outreach. So it's an interesting word, and I wrote it down. I have a list of all the signs, and before I even got to this sign, the word came to me, and I was surprised, but it makes sense. It's about because Libra is a very expansive sign, and this is about encouraging you to basically get out and do something bigger than yourself. So through some sort of an activity where you're giving back, whether it's a volunteer work, spiritual community, even just getting outside and cleaning the garage or whatever it is, I need you to do something that's going to make the world outside of your own little home a better place. Through that, you're going to open up your heart, you're going to open up your mind, and new opportunities will happen. So by outreach, by reaching out, by getting out there, you're going to meet new people, first of all, and you're also going to be more open to change and opportunity. So really great for you, and I like the message that came through with that as well. Let's take a quick look and see how you can connect this to this message, and we'll look at your catalyst card. And again, this is something that you can use to connect to all of your sectors: health, wealth, love, and destiny. So what I'm getting is a really powerful card for you. This is your life purpose. It's telling me quite literally that many of you are meant to be a mentor, a teacher, a public figure, politician, basically. And I know Libra likes this because it's good to be in the spotlight. And I would say there's a way that you can do something good with that. And that's what this is, combining your charming attributes with something that's going to be of service to the world. So if you want to connect to your purpose, this is a great month for combining something that you love with something that helps somebody else. And that's going to open up everything for you. We'll look and see how that affects health, wealth, love, and destiny. But the closer you get to your purpose, the easier things are. So that's something to sort of pay attention to. Doors will open that would have otherwise remained shut because you're aligning to what you're supposed to be doing. So think in your heart, in your soul, what it is that you've always felt a drive, not a drive, you felt compelled or drawn to. So maybe your actual chosen career or what you're studying at work is something, but there's something else that's always sparked interest. You don't have to change 180 everything you're doing, but incorporate this other purpose in your life, because everything else, sometimes we panic and think, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't believe in accidents. I think everything you've set up is sort of like this big PhD program in your life, and you're going to graduate at the end of your days with all your lessons learned. So let's just assume that today you did everything for a reason and you got to the lesson that you needed at exactly the right time. But now you're supposed to be combining all of your learnings and doing something with it. So you can keep your job and still follow a passion that might not be the job. You can eventually get towards that passion only, but why don't we just take the first step this month? That's what's coming through, okay? Same thing with relationships. If maybe your goal is to have a family, think about different ways, think about different definitions of family, and maybe what you could do this month is get involved with helping other families or researching or advocating for them, and then that's going to bring you a little bit closer to your step and give you more understanding and context in what you're looking for. All right, so now let's take a look at the cards. As I'm laying these out, I'm going to answer a frequently asked question, which is, I'll post the link to this deck in the comment section below, and then I'm going to put a page on my site that lists most of the main decks that I'm using, starting with Tarot. Oracle will follow. That way you guys can just sort of glance at that rather than asking. It'll be a lot easier, and I don't always probably answer them as quickly as you'd like, so this way you can get your question answered just by looking at my website. I'll post a link again in the comment section, not in the comment section, but the description. Okay, so now let's focus in on what information just came through for you. It is a challenging month, I will say that, but there's some powerful stuff that's going to be happening for you. First of all, the center card here, I see two that are showing me a major shift happening for you. Maybe a little bit of reluctance, in like how long it's going to take for you to get there. But I see the 8 of Swords coming through, showing me that you're right at the precipice, right at the end of a major situation where you've been doing a lot of work, possibly even had to make a lot of sacrifices, maybe insurmountable odds at some point. But with you getting to the Eight of Swords, what I'm seeing is you're ready now. You're ready to sort of like spread your wings, blossom, and maybe like shock everyone around you and make a big announcement, start a new job, get promoted, because this can be a positive card as well. When I'm seeing this little metamorphosis here, I think it is just that. So you're getting ready to show your true colors, and I think that's exciting. A lot of this is up to you, and it's like a 50-50. I think I heard Oprah say this once. Like the key to success for her, it was 1/3 opportunity, 1/3 luck, and the other third talent. In this, it's a lot. It's more of a 50-50. I think it's going to be partly the universe setting up an opportunity for you, but then you have to decide. With the Judgment card, it's a combination. You have to want to move out of this comfort zone down here and go off on your own. So you're going to lead the pack. You're going to forge into some new territory, or you're going to break free from expectations, societal norms, things that everyone thought you should be doing, and maybe it'll be an unpopular decision. It may always not be this light in the sky thing. It could just be, I got to do this to survive. But what I'm seeing here is that you've already been down this path. You've already started to take some steps towards your own judgment, your own sort of reincarnation in this life, because you can change your whole being even when you're still in this body. So some of you are at that point. When I see, and I mean it in quite literally, when I see the Tower and the Judgment card here, and seeing in the recent past the Ten of Swords, you're ready. This is for me a full stop, and it's for many of you, it's already happened. You might have had a health situation that just sort of turned around, or maybe you're in the worst of the worst right now, but I see it shifting. I see you moving out of that, and that's the positive trajectory here. Five of Pentacles, which is showing me a lot of work being done right now, but possibly not making the progress that you want, either when it comes to wealth, recognition, or just your own expectations of where you should be. It's almost like fighting, it's an upward hill, which I've never really seen in this card, but I like it. You've got to push to get to the next peak, and then you'll have a nice valley where you can relax after that. But this is the hard part. I see you've got to do a little bit more work here, and for many of you, it seems exhausting. With the Father of Wands, which is the King of Wands reversed, energy may be at an all-time low, or you might be feeling stubborn, frustrated, etc. But what's great is if you're willing to sort of let go of this, I see great relationship opportunities, and your heart will actually open up the minute you just sort of stop torturing yourself over some of these things. So if you could just see wherever you're at right now as just the final step towards getting towards where you want, what I see now is basically a period where the good outweighs the bad. We have the Seven of Cups, and although it's not completely balanced, I actually feel like you're going to be able to turn things around and be a lot happier with the opportunities coming your way. So this is really towards the middle to the end of the month that this opportunity is going to happen, and there is a tendency for you want to retract. So I'm going to say be cautious towards the end of the month. Don't go back down this route. You've already made progress coming out of a difficult situation, and for many of you, if you were hoping to go back to the way things were, what I'm getting with this card is it may seem like it's easy. There may be someone who comes back and tries to sort of say, let's try this again, let's do this again. But there's so many opportunities on the horizon for you that if you're willing to sort of take that next step and push through, this is your make it or break it month. You've got to basically wade through, go a little bit against the stream. And I normally wouldn't say that, but imagine that you're in a long distance run, and this is the last few hundred yards or whatever before the finish line. You don't give up, you go a little faster. and then you know you can rest after this. So got to go a little faster for a little bit further. The next 5 weeks in particular are going to be difficult for you, and you may be thinking, poor me, I'm not going to be able to handle this, but oh my God, you're going to feel fantastic once you have. And this can be the third week of the month. You could actually sort of like push through the difficulty in the first 2 weeks, and by the third week, much better. And then you're going to start to feel a balance you haven't emotionally in a long time. And you're going to want to become like the hermit at the end of the month, but it's not really the hermit, it's the hanged man. So don't get stuck. At that point, what would be best is to gradually keep moving, but don't dig your feet in, or don't just go to sleep and think, I'm done now. I need you to stay focused, be positive, and know that your thoughts actually have they have a projection. So project the success, project the appreciation for what you're going through, and good things will come to you. Let's expand your forecast and see more specifically what's coming in your area of health and well-being. Solar plexus chakra. Of all the cards in all my decks, this comes up the most. Either this color, or I have, again, 3 or 4 decks that might have this in it, and it seems to come up all the time for my readings. I'm going to tell you that it's probably the third week of the month that's going to be the trickiest. You might also have something around the third of the month. What I want you to focus on this month is how relationships are affecting your body. So with people in your life that are really sort of pushing negativity on you, pay attention to what part of your body is reacting. For some people, they kind of clench their jaw. For other people, they might hold it in their shoulders. Of course, with the solar plexus chakra, I'm really getting like relationships affecting body out of that. But there is a general note to strengthen your stomach, abdomen, and core sort of muscles. So pay special attention to the center of your body, and that affects your balance, your strength, and your confidence. That's why it's something that comes up so frequently, because I think all of us struggle with those issues from time to time. So sit-ups, Pilates, and yoga are great. And then just paying attention to where you're holding tension from people in your life and letting go of that. Because what I see is relationships will be kind of tricky for you this month, and I don't want you to run out of steam. So around the third and also the third week, pay special attention to that. Now let's take a look at what's coming through in wealth and abundance for you this month. Freedom. And some of it is actually breaking through the chains that you've built. Because I actually, in my head, got a quick image of someone just pulling like handcuffs off. So we also have this beautiful Tower card, the Metamorphosis, the Judgment. It's a decision. This is a choice for you to break free, to move on, or to be enslaved by something. So this can also be sort of habitual thing, a habit, drinking, eating, smoking, something like that you've decided enough is enough. So this is your month to let go of that, and it's going to free you up and bring in more opportunities in wealth. So allow yourself to sort of fall away from the old habits and notice what new things come through. And if you go after a new job, try not to find the same sort of situation that you just got out of. Find something that affords you more opportunity, and that alone is going to help you sort of break some karma down. Okay? Now let's take a look in love and relationships. Great month for you to focus on empathy. This card comes up a lot for many signs as well. So understanding that it's not all about you. And when I'm looking at the cards, when I just trying to find out what could come through relationship wise, around the second to third week, I see love opportunities. We have the Knight of Cups, and then there could be someone falling out of your life right now too. A strong fire sign towards the beginning of the month, probably causing you either a little bit of a headache, or perhaps again, sort of you separating from them or them separating from you with Judgment. But that's the person to avoid, or to allow the separation to happen. If you have a strong water sign in your life, it looks very positive to me, particularly with the colors on this card. I would say be open to it. They may have some ties to your past, but it's going to be different this time. This time, I don't see you repeating the same cycles with them, so I actually encourage you to give it a second chance if you want to. Again, just a normal note that both of these signs have lighter features, but the cups tend to be much lighter, and then the wands would probably have some darker features. That's a high level note, but what I am also getting with the wands is it would be a very stubborn person, someone with a very willful, strong, headstrong sort of approach. And with the cups, someone that's much more sensitive and actually goes with the flow because we have this beautiful swan. Also someone that defies your expectations. It may not be your typical type. Swans often showing sort of like a transformation. Okay? By and large, this month is about repairing some relationships and then also meeting new people. That's why outreach was your channeled message. Finally, working, and it's reversed, and I will pay attention to that for this. Working on your own feeling of self-worth, being worthy of opportunities. And what we notice here is because it's reversed, we mentioned the solar plexus chakra is something you need to work on. I would also say your first chakra. I want you to work on, because Libras are so expansive, you really don't need to worry so much about the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th chakras. I want you to work on the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd, so that you can start to feel more powerful, feel more stable, feel more grounded in your life, and then also go further when it comes to meditation. Just to summarize everything, this month, the beginning part is about you breaking free, because we saw that freedom card that came through, and the freedom card was in your wealth, but it's really affecting everything, and I can see it here, getting out of an oppressive situation, breaking free of expectations, making a decision that may be unpopular. But as you do that, you're going to reclaim your energy and your power. You're going to open up to new opportunities, possibly by doing something new in outreach. And your only warning is that the end of the month, it's going to be a little difficult to push through. I need you to finish the race. Don't get stuck in this hanged man that we see at the end. Okay, and now finally, just to remind you here to also be very empathetic this month. That's going to help you, okay? Over the course of the month, think about what it is that moves you, excites you, and what you've always dreamed of doing. Try to use that as your outreach opportunity, and I think you're going to be set up for success this month, okay? As always, I really love being able to tune in with you this time each month, and I hope that the information was helpful. If you'd ever like to have a one-on-one appointment, I book about a month in advance, and you can follow a link in the upper corner here and set up an appointment, and you can see rates and availability there. Also, if you just want to stay in touch with me, I think I'm on most of the major social networks right now. Of course, here you can like and subscribe, and that's a great way to keep in touch. But I'm also on Facebook, Twitter. Now I'm on Instagram as well, and you can subscribe to my newsletter. Finally, I just wanted to say thanks for the support. I really do appreciate all of the comments, the likes, and the subscribes. The positive energy is much appreciated, and I'm just happy that I can help you all out. So have a great month, and I will see everybody again in April, I guess. So take care of yourselves. Sat Nam. Bye-bye.